Okay, I'm back with part two of my opinions on the Young Thug case. And just so everyone knows, if you've been watching my Karen Reed coverage, you already know this. I am not an attorney. I just have really strong opinions. I like to call bullshit when it happens. And this case has a lot of it. So bear with me because I'm going to do a little bit of background here just to get everybody up to speed, including myself because I'm learning as we go. But there's a lot that's happened in just the last 10 days. So let me see if I can get us up to speed. Now, if you're not familiar with Young Thug, I've done a little bit of research here. His legal name is Jeffrey Lamar Williams. He's a 32-year-old rapper born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia. According to Wikipedia, he is, by all accounts, somebody who has really built his career from scratch. He really hit mainstream recognition in 2014 when he started doing collaborations or guest appearances on the songs of bigger artists like Kanye and T.I. So he's doing a really nice job of making a name for himself. There's a lot of good stuff he does in the middle here, but I'm going to skip forward to 2017 where he's now collaborating with pretty big household names, right? He's working with Drake and Calvin Harris. He does a guest appearance on the song Havana by Camila Cabello, which was his first Billboard Top 100 song. And then later that year in 2017, he also won a Grammy for his work on the song This Is America by Childish Gambino. By all accounts, you talk to a lot of these people that have worked with him. He's an excellent collaborator and he's very smart about building his brand. He works with a lot of different people. He's open to all kinds of collaborations. He appears to be very hardworking, meaning that he is very quick to write lyrics. Sometimes he can improvise in the studio. He's very, very quick. His work product is great and he turns out a lot of it. People are really amazed at how quickly he can write lyrics. Now, as you watch my videos, you're going to hear the letters YSL. Does not stand for Yves Saint Laurent, which you might be thinking, but YSL is now standing for two different things in this trial. So one is that Young Thug started a music label, and it is called Young Stoner Life. And the district attorney of Fulton County is saying that YSL tied to a street gang that's affiliated nationally with the Bloods, but the street gang here in Atlanta is called YSL, and Young Thug is not only its founder, but he is somewhat the ringleader. And bear with me because I'm going to read for some notes, but there's a 56-count RICO case against Young Thug, Gunna, and 26 members of Young Stoner Life Collective. The state claims that YSL members were involved in murder, attempted murder, armed robbery, aggravated assault with deadly weapons, theft, drug dealing, carjacking, and witness intimidation. The indictment portrays Young Thug as the ringleader, and one of the more serious allegations is that Thug rented a car that was used in the commission of a murder of a rival street gang, okay? There's an 88-page grand jury indictment that characterized YSL as a criminal street gang, and it alleges that they've done 182 instances of collective participation in gang activity and criminal conspiracies, and they have cited the lyrics that he writes, social media posts, and clothing or accessories that are emblazoned with the slime logo as their evidence. That's part of what I find sketchy, but also that rental car piece is, from what I'm understanding, a little bit of the thread that they're using to tie this to make it a bigger RICO case. And just to touch briefly on Georgia RICO laws, and I will cover this in full because I'm not sure if I love them or hate them. Georgia laws are more inclusive than the federal law is. So where federal law says that you must have an extended pattern of crime by multiple individuals, okay? Just what you think, right? It's a big group of people doing these multiple horrible things. In Georgia, it just takes one person and you can be considered a criminal enterprise. And where the federal government says it has to be multiple instances, in Georgia, it's just twice. So you as an individual could steal from a company twice and they could make it a RICO charge. So, and I've done a little bit of research and looked at the history of charges and people who've gone to jail for RICO in Georgia, and there's some there that I wholeheartedly question. There are times where people deserve to have these charges against them. But there are other times that I find it fucking laughable. And I'm going to go into, I'll do a whole video on that because I think you guys are going to be stunned by how often they get RICO convictions here in Georgia, where any place else it wouldn't even be close. Now, after this 56 count RICO indictment was put forward, police then went and searched Young Thug's home. There were 7 additional felonies charged related to possession of drugs and guns. This trial actually began last November 27th. Everybody else has taken a plea, so all that's left is Thug and 5 co-defendants, and they're all being tried together. So the case began in November of 2023, but on December 12th, they had to delay it until January because a co-defendant, a gentleman by the name of Shannon Stillwell, was stabbed during a fight at the Fulton County Jail. So they had to stop the trial, and then the trial just resumed in January. Now, I heard about it very recently. There have been some very recent antics. One of them is a witness by the name of Kenneth Copeland. He goes by the rap name of Lil Woody. He was set to testify on Friday, June 7th as part of an immunity agreement. He agreed that he would testify against Young Thug and the other defendants, and then suddenly walks in and pleads the fifth, and the whole place goes into a shitstorm. So that whole week, last week, was him refusing to testify. There being ex parte conversations, which I'm going to make more videos about. The defense attorney stepping up and saying this needs to be a mistrial. You can't have ex parte conversations without the defense present. The judge being like, how the hell did you hear we were in the room? If you weren't in the room, how did you hear? Judge knows he's got a snitch somewhere, and all fucking hell breaks loose. The attorney is found criminal contempt. Now, they have since, I believe, reversed that. A number of other attorneys have come forward to defend him, trying to get the judge to understand this is not criminal contempt. Really, what's wrong is the judge should have been having ex parte conversations. So there is a whole lot going on here. But I wanted to give you a little bit of background on Young Thug and the crimes that he is being tried for, so that we can make sure we're getting all caught up. More to come.